creator in the history of comic books. Ladies and gentlemen, Stan Lee.
They have my name here in case I forget.
It also says they were on TV, so watch your language.
Oh, you may be on TV right now. Now I gotta be nervous. All right.
Okay. I want to start by talking about some of your new projects, and then we'll work our way back and talk about Marvel Comics and all the wonderful things that you did there. But tell me, I know there's some things that you're up to. You've got a new series on the Discovery Network, Superhumans. Anything you can tell us about that?
Well, there's this show called Stan Lee Superhumans on the Discovery Channel. And I think the purpose of it was to show that there really are super people in the world. And some of these things are amazing. I sent a guy named Daniel around the country, around the world, to look for people who can do super things. And he really, I didn't know if this would work. He really found them. And you can find out every, Thursday night? Every Thursday night on the Discovery Channel. And that's the end of the plug.
Okay, and then there's a new show, Nikita. What can you tell us about that?
Well, there's this new television series opening up called Nikita. And it's going to be great. And it stars Maggie Q, who is just sensational as this martial arts assassin. And she's beautiful too. They want to make sure the show will be a success. So naturally, they asked if I would do a cameo. I just got back from Toronto, where I did a cameo. I don't know which episode it'll be in, maybe the 3rd, 4th, the 5th, but it's very important that every one of you watch every episode so you can see that great triumphant moment when I hit the screen. And I'm not allowed to tell you what it is I do, but obviously it's the most important scene.
So you watch the whole season, and when you get that cameo, it'll be one to write home about. I'm going to get to your cameo campaign shortly, but before, I see a couple more things to mention.
Eureka is a show that's on the Sci-Fi Channel. It's been on for a few years. It's very successful. And again, they wanted to make sure it'll be renewed for next season. So I did my little cameo there in Vancouver. And I actually have about 4 speeches to make in that cameo. So you'd better watch every episode of Eureka. Not just to watch the show, but to realize what a fantastic actor I am.
Well, Stan, you've got to be one of the greatest cameo personalities of all time.
I thought you were going to say one of the greatest hams.
And I understand that you've launched a campaign to almost petition the Academy of Motion Picture Arts to create a new award for cameo appearances.
It seems like such a natural thing. They should have an award for the best cameo of the year. Now, I didn't really initiate this. My millions and millions of fans have been demanding it. I didn't feel it was right not to support them and to deny them that pleasure. So we have this little campaign, but now we have to also contact the Television Academy and see if they'll give an Emmy for the best cameos of the television season. So I've got the Oscars over here, and I've got the Emmys over here. It's like he's got the whole world in his hands. Oh, speaking of that, I just found out, I think January 4th, I'm going to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Well, I'm not too sure how happy I am about it. It means my name will be there, and people are going to be walking over my name all the time. I'm not sure that's right. I think my name ought to be on a wall somewhere. But you can't win them all.
A couple of other recent cameos included the new Iron Man film.
Oh, yes.
And also Big Bang Theory. In fact, I think Big Bang Theory was too much to call a cameo. That was...
No, I was the star of that series on that episode. The only thing wrong, if you saw the Big Bang Theory starring Stan, they had me play a real grouchy guy. You know, the fan comes to the door and I'm angry and I call the cops and stuff. I'm not like that. I would have just punched him in the nose and shut the door. I never know what he's going to say. I'm trembling here. He might say something I can't get an answer to.
Enough of this fun and games. Let's get serious. Let's talk about comic books.
Like I haven't done that all my life.
Well, I do want to mention that you've got some new work you're doing with Boom Studios and comics. New character there. There's a big ad campaign out for that, so watch your previews, catalogs, magazines for the Stan is Back ads for Boom Studios.
Like I've been away.
Yeah.
Yeah, Boom Studios asked me if I would act as sort of editor and art director on 3 books that they wanted to do. I couldn't say no, because they offered to pay me. So they're going to do 3 books. I think I wrote down, I have no memory at all. One of them is called Soldier Zero, and it's written by Paul Cornell, and it's really a very unusual story. I think that's the first one that's going to come out. The next one is called The Traveler, and this one is written by my friend Mark Wade, and this is going to be pretty terrific. And of course the third one is called Starborn by Chris Robeson. Now, all of these will have me as editing them and art directing them and make sure they're right. I didn't create them, so if they're not the greatest you ever saw, it's not my fault. But I am the editor and art director, so if they are the greatest, which I expect them to be, I want a lot of credit here. And you better watch for them. I'm going to be watching for them. It's very exciting. Then, the Archie Company they want to do a superhero book. So all of the good writers were busy, so they turned to me. And they asked if I could come up with something. And this is the funniest thing. I came up with a title called The Super 7. And it's about 7 heroes who come from another planet. And it's the world's first reality comic book, just like a reality television show, because I am in it, not in a cameo role, but I'm one of the characters, and if you're wondering what that's all about, you'll have to wait to see it, except you won't know what title to look for, because we found out some little cockamamie company somewhere has the name The Super 7, and we weren't allowed to use that name. So we've got to change the name to something else. And we did, and I can't remember what we changed it to.